like, what's that Mortal Kombat guy?
I don't know.
That's perfect. BGS.
Hey, well then why did you tell me it wasn't for you?
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back. It has been a minute. I haven't posted this before Christmas, but as you can see, we are in Bali. This is going to be episode number 1 of many of the body, the business in Bali. Basically taking you guys through what I'm doing on a work trip, the food, the training, everything I'm doing. I feel a lot of people want to see that, so this is what this series of episodes is going to be about. Anywho, just come out the gym. It is 98% humidity there. It is so hot. Hot to see. Got the face thing on. Anyway, just done some wave running, 800 meters, 600 meters, 400 meters. Every time you go down, you get a little bit faster. You do that for 4 rounds. I think it's like 7.2 kilometers in total. But the heat out here is absolutely draining. So not able to run as fast as what I normally would back at home. But nonetheless, we have a half marathon. We have a 5K and a 10K time that we want to beat in the next 90 days. And that is basically Project 90 for me, as well as getting a big back squat. So guys, I'm gonna get back in there, I'm gonna eat, I'll show you what I have for breakfast. We're not actually allowed to film in the gym, I don't think. And you're definitely not supposed to be filming in the cafe. But I'll take you around, I'll show you what we're up to, and I'll show you a bit of Bali. So I always get asked, what is it like to work in Bali? And given this is the 3rd year in a row that we've come over, we're pretty comfortable here, and it is an amazing place to work. However, no matter where you work in the world, there's always going to be pros, there's always going to be cons. So as the pessimist that I am, I'm going to go through the cons first, and then we'll move into the more pros, which are pretty self-explanatory. First one is you're probably going to get bitten 100 times a day by mosquitoes. That is basically part of coming here. Today we've put spray on and we're just getting bitten alive. So that is the worst thing about being here, because I'm constantly itching my feet. So that's the first one. Second one, it is a bit of a third world country. Electricity has been down in the previous villa 4 times in the space of 2 weeks. And then yesterday when we arrived, I had a call at 5 o'clock. And the internet and everything, the electrics, the shower, the toilet, everything went off about 4. So we basically had to rush to a coffee shop so I could basically do the call. And the other one really is time difference. So if you're working in the UK, you're working in Europe, we are in Bali, we're 8 hours ahead. So that can be very, very difficult, especially if you're having calls with clients, your coaches or your team or whatever, UK time in the evening. We're obviously asleep, but also things like New York, I think they're like 13 hours behind us. So they're the 3 main issues that I would say if you're coming to work here, but there are also a list of 50 other things that are pros, and we'll go into them now. All right, YouTube, let's go through the pros of working in Bali, taking your business all the way across the country, especially if you're from the UK like us, it's a million miles away. First of all, the weather's usually amazing. We've got great weather today, but to be fair, the first week of us being here, torrential rain, the worst they've ever had. So that can happen, especially when it's rainy season, which is, I think, sort of November through to sort of February here. But usually the weather's really good. The food's amazing, super cost effective. So today, for example, if you saw the breakfast, egg white omelette, some toast, grilled chicken, and a coffee, I don't even think it came to a tenner. And if you look at like London, for example, a coffee's like £4 or £5, chicken, egg white omelette, all that sort of stuff, you're probably looking at 30 quid, maybe more, 35, £40. So the food's amazing, it's relatively cheap, the weather's awesome, but you have to be very self-motivated because everyone's very relaxed, everyone's very chilled. It's not a overly busy place as far as people working and building businesses and things like that. So if you are a self-motivated person, if you can push yourself, if you do have drive, I think Bali's an amazing place for it. And it's good to get out of the city. It's good to be somewhere different. I mean, we start our calls in the morning, usually about 5:30 till 10, or at least that's when we're open for calls. And then again in the evening, 4 till 7. Because that works well with Australia, it works well with Dubai, UK, Europe, and different parts of America as well. And obviously we coach all over the world. So that works really well. But there's this gap between sort of 10 and 3 where you can train, you can relax, you can get suntan because nothing else is going on. So that's really cool. The only downside is because you're 8 hours ahead, if there's things happening in the UK, it's very likely you'll wake up to them. So if it's a bit of a shitstorm, then you have to deal with that when you wake up. But all in all, I think it's an amazing place. So I think if you're looking to come out here for a couple of months to work remotely, if you can, I honestly think it's a no-brainer. All right, package is secured. We got food for the evening. That's another pro and cons with Bali. So the cons, you don't really cook. There's nowhere to cook. There's no air fryer, no oven. It's very limited. The pros, however, because it's cheap, delivery is cheap, the food's amazing. And yeah, we get really delicious food brought to our place. Very efficient. Hello, mate. Yeah, thank you, dude. All right. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate.
Lumi looks good.
Good morning, YouTube. So we have just wrapped up the final calls of the week. It is 8:05. See you there. Had a call at 6, had a call at 7, and just had a really good call with a guy called Cody. And I think a lot of people can learn a lot from what we chat about on the call. So basically this year he was looking to get as lean or drop as much body fat as he could for a holiday. Basically the conversation we had was when he came back from holiday, he felt like he was coasting, he felt like he didn't have a goal or he didn't have anything else to focus on. Basically what happened is he was plateaued, he ended up putting on more weight, and I see this an awful lot with people, that it's very, very seasonal. So they have a holiday in mind, they spend 12, 16, 20 weeks, or a photo shoot or whatever, getting ready for this one thing. They get there, and then as soon as that's done, they have no idea where to go. They have no more goals, they have no more ambitions. Their goal is to maintain, and I think for a lot of people that's very, very difficult. I think as humans we work really well from having big, audacious goals, even if they're tough, that's something we need to work towards. It's like getting a promotion at work. You want to constantly elevate yourself, you want to get paid more, you want to be, more of a service, whatever. I think in the training and the nutrition realm, it's definitely the same. So what we basically did on the call there is we decided to approach it very differently this time, which is, yes, we've got a goal that we want to work towards. We're going to focus on the process, not necessarily the outcome originally. But once we get there, before we stop, we're going to have another goal lined up off the back of that, whether that is a high rocks, a half marathon, a full marathon, a building phase. But the main thing is that we're going to do differently this time, that is going to set him up for success, not failure, is after this goal has been hit, he's going to have something else to work towards. And I can guarantee you, Cody Bridger, I'm saying it on this, watch this space, he's going to get an amazing transformation, and he is then going to have something amazing to work on after that. And he's going to spend the next year absolutely crushing it. So guys, if you find you're working towards something like holiday, you're trying to get body fat, get leaner, and you're approaching to get it, if you then feel a little bit lost, you have to have something to work towards after. Alright YouTube, that is a wrap. That is episode number 1 of Living in Bali. Every day's pretty much like that. You know, we wake up, we work, we hit the gym, we eat, we work, we eat, and we repeat 6 days a week. But the weekend's usually a bit more relaxed as far as less work, more training, more relaxing. And then we've got some beach and stuff planned. So that is it, guys. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and if you want to see anything in particular, maybe day of eating in Bali or a bit more about training or business, drop a comment below. Let me know. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all that. Peace out.